Yes, indeed! Hello and welcome to a very funny sketch indeed. Oh. This next sketch has been classified as very funny by the British Board of Film Classification. The opening line in the next sketch is, "I wouldn't mind a bit of tongue," which won the BAFTA for Best Opening Line in a very funny sketch in 1996. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. A very funny sketch indeed. I wouldn't mind a bit of tongue.
Certainly, madam. Anything else while you're here in my butcher's shop, buying your weekly meat and groceries?
Have you got a large sausage?
It's known as one of the biggest in the county, madam. Most of the local women have had my sausage in their mouth at one time.
It certainly is an impressive piece of meat.
Best quality pork sword, madam.
I don't have enough with me at the moment. What time do you close?
I go and go and go until the ladies have got what they want from me.
Don't you think he's getting a bit silly now?
Would you like me to slip you a thick one?
No, you can give up doing your lines now. I've stopped.
Oh yes, I do raise my own. I have a lovely pair of strong, healthy, hairy bullocks.
Look, it's not funny. Please stop.
Oh yes, I fill all the ladies with my good of me, man.
Why are you doing this?
I guarantee satisfaction, man.
Right, look, this is really sad. I'm off. All right.
Can't help you there, madam. You'll have to go to the fishmonger if you want a nice, moist kipper parcel. I'll be delighted to take a look at your beef dripping. And there's another sketch without a proper ending. Cue music.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are greatly honoured to have secured a visit from tonight's guest, because he's quite simply the business. He's the bee's knees. He's the head hombre. He's the chairman of the board. He's the almighty. It's the Trinity, ladies and gentlemen. It's God! Fantastic. 3 times in one night. Hi, God. Welcome to the show. Please, take a seat now. There's an awful lot to get through, so we're just going to crack right on. And we're going to talk a little bit about this book of yours, the Bible.
Well, you know, it was actually going to be called The Spectacularly Bearded Adventures of Jesus Christ and Friends.
Right.
The publishers didn't like it, though.
Right, well, no, I think I can see why. Well, look, I was having a little read of it last night in bed. I must say, it's riveting.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's a bit lacking in lesbian sex for my liking, but there's plenty of violence, and there's carnage and pillaging and warfare and kings and queens and it's pretty much everything, really. It's very Tolkien-esque in places. You know? How long were you working on it?
Well, you know, I did have other people working on it with me. You know, like ghostwriters.
Yes.
Or you could say, holy ghost writers.
Oh,
Holy ghost writers. Oh, I'll kill myself.
It's very funny. Oh, stop. Is it actual event?
Oh, Jesus H. Christ, yes, it all actually happened.
Never! Well, even the stuff with women being made out of ribs, and people living for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Even the stuff with the old pervert and the boat full of animals.
Well, you know, there was some artistic licence, but, well, actually, come to think of it, Noah always was a bit of a braggart.
Right.
But I think there were a pig and maybe a couple of sheep on board.
Yes.
Yeah.
I bet there was. Well, look, in this book of yours, you're talking to people all the time, but this is the first interview you've given since you spoke to Moses. So, what's the story there? Why have you been away for so long?
Well, you know, I thought I was beginning to lose my integrity a bit, and all the visitations were becoming a little bit of a bore. So I thought, well, the best way to grab people's attention was to do a bit of a disappearing act.
I see. Well, you've always had a little bit of the Paul Daniels in you, haven't you?
Well, not a lot.
That's magic. Well, look, what's the deal with St. Peter? St. Peter and his pearly gates.
Oh, illegal immigrants, you know, pure and simple. There's Polish plumbers all over the place.
Oh, dear. Why did you feel the need to impregnate a virgin?
Well, who wouldn't? No, I mean, actually, I've gone over to see Joseph for tea. Right. Oh, she's a mean cookie, Mrs. Christ, you know. Right. She does an absolutely excellent pork roast. Yeah. Anyway, he'd gone for a bit of a wander and that, you know, to get out of doing the washing up. And he just couldn't abide washing up. I've got a dishwasher. Yeah. So we've been drinking a bit of wine, you know. We'd run out earlier in the evening, but I know this little trick with water and wine, yeah. Well, you know, they haven't been getting on too well.
Right.
And well, you know, it is a shoulder to cry on, someone to talk to, a little bit pissed.
Oh,
and, you know, one thing led to another, and, well, that's where the rumour came from.
I see. What was the deal with Samson? Samson pushing a building over?
Well, he was obviously off his tits on mushrooms or something or other at the time. he was convinced that when he pushed those pillars, the whole building fell down. Utter bollocks, of course.
Right, I see. Was there a big drugs problem in biblical times?
Well, you know, it's the rock and roll lifestyle that we led back then. I mean, take Joseph, for instance. To everyone else, you had this beige sheepskin coat, right?
Yeah.
But to Joseph, high as a kite, it was a technicolor dream coat.
I see. Well, one question that I have to ask is why did Jesus, you know Jesus?
Oh, I met him, yeah.
Right. Why did Jesus, how did he feed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves?
And he cut them into really small pieces.
Excellent. Well, God, are you looking forward to the book signing at Waterstones tomorrow?
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, it's going to be a blast. Actually, right, we're doing a really special offer. The first 10 people through the door are going to get their sins absolved.
Wow, that's amazing. Look, it's been fantastic talking.
Oh, it's been great, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you God.
Thank you.